Welcome to Conversations and Connections to Amplify and Inspire. I'm Karen Powell, and this is the second series of my podcast. This season, we're taking things to the next level, exploring how simple introductions and a curiosity to learn can lead to extraordinary moments. Together, we'll uncover stories, celebrate the transformative power of human connection and how it drives us to collaborate, contribute, create a better future and influence change in our community. I hope you enjoy it. Joining me on my solo reflection. Today, I'd like to reflect on Sara Shams' journey and from documenting her story to becoming an advocate, ambassador and change maker. And I'm reminded of how powerful it is when we listen to our own inner voice and take just one step forward. I remember when I had the vision to build my business community, Your Time Matters. It wasn't easy to decide that I was going to start running networking events. I'd been going to events for many years to build my business, which at that stage was in a different format, and I was evolving. And I wanted to create an impact, and I wanted to create something that provided an opportunity for business professionals to come together, but to use my professional skills and my personal drive to keep learning. So I started running events at the Deck in Brighton. And it certainly took courage to begin with. I can remember that 27th of November 2013, and I had a guest speaker, Margaret Hyatt, who came along. Funnily enough, we were both wearing blue dresses and looked like bookends. But I wanted to create an impact, and I called the events Networking with a Twist. Like Sara, I didn't wait for all the pieces to fall into place, and I took action and I started small, and over time my vision has changed and I now have run different events for over 12 years. We had to even go online in 2020, and never in my wildest dreams did I expect that to happen. I'd written a book in 2018 about the importance of face-to-face conversations and networking, and here I was having to very quickly learn how to use Zoom and take my community along with me on an online event just 10 days after we'd been on holidays in New Zealand and we went into lockdown in Melbourne. So the plan wasn't quite clear, but I had to just draw on all my courage and my confidence and get curious about learning how to use the system. Sara says it may be a little harder to reach certain goals, but we achieve them not because of our challenges, because of who we are. And I couldn't agree more. I remember in 2014, I put my hand up to run a small business festival event in Federation Square in Melbourne. And I can still remember that day standing outside a marquee and thinking, who am I to be running a networking event in Federation Square in Melbourne? But each of those little steps has been beneficial to boost my courage and my confidence. And just recently I ran a dinner, and some people came along and said that they didn't believe that what we were doing over dinner was networking. That wasn't the card swapping promotional conversations that they were used to. And I was delighted to hear that, because the impact I'm wanting to create is that networking is a life skill. And we learn so much when we move out of our comfort zones, create connection, and do something different. Sara's certainly been an inspiration to me since I met her back in 2017, and I thoroughly enjoy our conversations. And if you haven't heard our latest conversation, I'd like you to go back to hear that, and perhaps even revisit Series 1, where we talked on Embrace Your Quirks, and you'll get a feeling for how she's also grown personally and professionally over the years, but still with that driver to make a difference to people with disabilities and to have a more inclusive society. So I hope you enjoy those. Hope you enjoy those podcasts. And I'd like you to just pause and think about, when have you stepped out of your comfort zone, got curious, and push forward because you know that you can create an impact, that you could influence change. Maybe it's for your clients, maybe it's for a community group, maybe it's just purely for yourself because you know that you have potential to do more and offer more. Thanks for listening, and I look forward to talking to you again next week. Thank you for joining me on Conversations and Connections today. I hope this conversation sparked new ideas and reminded you of the power of meaningful connections. A huge thank you to all of our guests for sharing their valuable insights and inspiring stories. Visit my website at karenpowell.com.au. You'll find resources, insights, and opportunities to work with me to make every conversation count and create lasting impact. Don't forget to subscribe, share this episode, and leave a review to help spread the word. Until next time, stay curious, stay connected, and let's start making an impact together, one conversation at a time.